Devon Whyte got to nearly everything in the outfield on those teams. 7-time Gold Glove winner, 3-time World Series champ, 2 times with the Jays, and he is with me this morning. Hello, Devon Whyte, and welcome to our morning program.
Hey, good morning. Thank you guys for having me.
Well, it's an honor for me to talk to you here. Did you hear your teammate Joe Carter saying a lot of the team's going to be in Toronto for the World Series games? Does that include you?
Well, I'm definitely going to try to be there, but I hope Joe, he's talking. I don't know if everyone is going to be there, but there's a good chance we're going to be there.
Well, it's been fantastic to see because Josh Donaldson, Ricky Romero, Jose Bautista, Estrada, they've been there. And I don't know, but I think it gives a big boost to the current team. What do you think? Could that be a big support for them and just help them as they start out?
I think they're doing really good without us. They don't need any more. They don't need any distraction. But of course, us being around to recognize what they're doing, I think is definitely a boost.
Let's talk about what they're doing. Winning in Game 7 last night with that George Springer home run. As you've been watching from there, what did you think of that win last night?
Well, yeah, let's talk about George Springer. He's my guy. I've always said he's my guy since he came over. Last year, he had a down year, and we talked a little in spring, and he told me that, he changed some things in his life by, going back home to, Connecticut and getting out of Florida, just getting away from the ballpark for a while. And I told him that was good just to get away. And, it shows. He's having an outstanding year. And like I said, he's my guy. I saw him a little bit in Buffalo when he got hurt and he came down. And, we continue those talks and things. So awesome home run. I mean, couldn't have happened at a better time.
And in a Game 7, no less. I mean, you didn't face a Game 7. They didn't face a Game 7 as a team since 1985. So under the greatest pressure, there it was for him. I'm wondering about some of the other guys. I want to play some archival footage so everyone can remember something that took place 33 years ago yesterday. I don't know how many times you've seen this over the year, Devon, but 33 years ago, the catch, David Justice, center field, the leap, the catch, and of course that was part of the first of 2 back-to-back World Series. I love looking at that. What a moment. Were you thinking about that yesterday on the 33th anniversary?
Didn't know that, but no, not at all. I just said, I said to a couple friends of mine that day before yesterday when they won it, they had the momentum and they were going to win it. So, like I said, George made it come through, and just to see the city how lively it was is great to see.
I was wanting to show it because we've been watching some incredible defensive plays on the Jays right now from Barger and Varsho and Straw and also Lucas. And I'm wondering what do you think of those guys and how they're doing in the field?
Awesome. I've had all those guys coming through the organization. So it's really good to see them experiencing something, that in their first year there. And, to speak of a guy like Don Mattingly, didn't realize he never made it, to the World Series, played with, a strong team like the Yankees. But it's just good and I'm very happy to see everyone there that hasn't had the opportunity and now do have the opportunity, even with the young guys.
Joe Carter was talking about chemistry. Max Scherzer's been talking about chemistry. What makes a championship team is kind of like that feeling and that bond and the clubhouse atmosphere. Do you see that in the 2025 Jays that might make it special? You see that same kind of a mix?
Oh, it's taken them this far, definitely. Those guys really got along. They all came up together, the young ones, and the guys that's been in the big leagues already. They had that bond with Bo and Vladdy and, put George in the mix. And, of course, the pitching staff, they all have that bond. And I see it year in and year out at spring training. It's just finally they put it together, and it's just great to see.
Let me ask you finally to size up the opponent that awaits. LA Dodgers have been doing some pretty spectacular things. Shohei Ohtani's been doing some off-the-charts things. How do you think, what are your expectations for the World Series?
Well, Joe have said it also. Don't underestimate the Blue Jays because they do the little things. They play defense and get the key base hits. And it's not the long ball. It's getting the key hits and putting the ball in play. And that's what's been working for them. So David and Goliath seems like, but don't underestimate the Blue Jays.
So it's taken 32 years to get back to the World Series. You said don't underestimate them. Do you think they can do it again?
Oh, most definitely. They won 94 games, and they're there for a reason. So it's not a cakewalk during the season. It's a tough battle, and I can say because I've been through it, and it's a lot of stress, injury, and so on and so forth. And they have done that. So basically, I feel that yes, they can do it.
Listen, you've been through it. You were a star in it, and it's just been an absolute pleasure to have you with us to look ahead to Friday and what's to come. Devon Whyte, thank you, sir, and thanks for being on our show.
All right, you guys have a good one.
Hope to see you in town when you come if you're joining Joe and the rest of your team.
All right,
Okay.
Thank you.
Devon Whyte on CBC Morning Live.